And away, the world's fascination with the moon landing gets another big screen adaptation.
Movie man Jason Jabba Davis sat down with the director of Fly Me to the Moon. This looks so good alongside Hollywood star Ray Romano.
Hey, Joe. Eating cold? Miss, you're on fire.
Very original. No, I do not want to stop, drop, and roll with you.
No, your book is on fire.
Oh, my God.
Alcohol and flames, they like each other. Cold Davis.
Kelly Jones.
It's the out-of-this-world rom-com drama starring two of Hollywood's biggest names.
NASA needs a marketing specialist, and you are the very best.
Excuse me? What are you doing here?
I tracked you down because I felt we had a connection.
What?
I'm joking. I work here now to sell the moon.
Scarlett Johansson and Channing Tatum take to the skies in the latest movie inspired by the moon landing. Only this time it's fake.
We need to shoot the backup version of the moon landing.
You mean to fake it? No one can ever know what we're doing.
I cannot accept that.
They will shoot you.
What is my budget?
Oh, boy.
The film also stars Woody Harrelson and one of TV's favourite dads, Ray Romano, who still remembers the 1969 Apollo 11 moon landing.
I was 11, and I watched it with my mom and my brother and the rest of the world. It left an impression on me because the scope of it, you know, the next day, that's all we talked about. I still know how massive a moment it was in our history.
The film's director, Greg Berlanti, chose to shoot parts of the film on location at the Kennedy Space Center in Florida.
While we were shooting, there a few rockets took off, and while we were prepping, and so the whole time we sort of saw how emotional the experience was, and I think you really felt like, okay, gosh, how are we going to capture that? Like, how are we going to capture the connectivity and the spirituality of that moment?
We have liftoff.
From Hidden Figures to Apollo 13, we love the space race in cinema. What is it about this story that brings audiences back year after year?
I think the sense of connectivity, of accomplishment and pride in what humankind is responsible for or can do when we're all unified. And I think, weirdly, that's kind of what the movie making process is too. You know, when we go to movies, they're like the best movies and the best shows, they remind us all more about what we have in common, I think, than what we disagree about. And my hope is that this movie kind of does both. It celebrates that act and that achievement, but also the movie itself reminds you that, you know, a friend of mine said this is the kind of, when he watched it, was it's the kind of movies they used to make about the kinds of things we used to do. And I think that's we could use more of both.
5. This order from the tippy top. 4.
We can't cross the wall but dream.
3. Going around the corner, we'll see you on the other side. 2.
And action.
I want you to walk as if you're carrying your mother. She's frail, but also heavy.
Fly Me to the Moon. Fly Me to the Moon is in cinemas now.
Looks good.
Oh, it does look really, really good. I could probably watch Scarlett Johansson and Channing Tatum, Channing particularly, in pretty much everything though. Matt, not sure your thoughts on that.
We'll talk about it later. You're watching Weekend Sunrise.